All right, so today's video, we're going to be taking this transformer apart. I found this in my favorite dumpster, and it's all copper. Well, at least these parts are. I haven't cut into the transformer yet, but that's what we do on video. So this is looking good right here. And as you know, my favorite dumpster, I pay 10 cents a pound for the stuff I pull out of it. So let's weigh this up. I got my scale hooked up here. Tear this out. All right, and lift it up. All right, she's dangling off the ground here, as you can see, and we are at 165 pounds. All right. Well, let's go ahead and tear into that and see if we can make a profit off of this. Okay, but before we start that, we've got some things that we want to talk about. We got some announcements to make, and I'm going to have Charlotte join me for that. And here she comes right now. She should be coming in. There she is. All right. Come on in here, Charlotte. Let's tell them what our plans are. All right, so we finally met our 5,000 subscriber goal.
Thank you.
Thanks to everybody who has been there along this ride for the last year for us, and all the people that subscribed. And guess what?
We have what we promised to give away after the 5,000.
Once we hit our 5,000 subscriber goal, we said we were going to do a live stream, and we were going to give away those 5 American Eagle silver dollars. And plus, we've thrown in some other things, those copper coins of our channel, which there's really no value to them. They're going to be part of the drawing, and we're going to be giving some of those away too. We got plenty of those. We have 5 of the American Eagle coins, our YouTube channel coins with our picture and our channel on it.
And my favorite part of the coin is, no, not the picture of Gary, but it says, "In God we trust." And I trust him with my life and everything that's going on with the surgery. And I just want to thank you again, because I see that viewers are still praying, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And what else we have?
Our daughters are working on the live now.
Oh, yeah.
We have 2 technology daughters, and they are trying to figure out.
3 of them now. We got
Oh,
3 of our daughters are coming.
we brought the 3rd one on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to come over and help us. Okay, so we are going to do a live event, and it's going to be on a Wednesday. It's going to be the 22nd, so in 2 Wednesdays. Calendar is today. Today is the 9th, right? Today is the 9th.
Yeah.
So the 15th, we can't do it on the 15th, but the 22nd is the first available live stream that we can do it, and we can all get together, and our kids are going to help us out on this, and we're going to somehow figure out to do the giveaways. We're going to do a couple of them live. We're going to do a couple of them from like next week's video, where you just comment and then we use the auto picker. So that way everybody has an opportunity. You know, we have people from that don't live in the United States, they live in other parts of the world, and they probably aren't going to be doing a live stream with us at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But a lot of us can be together on that day.
But if they are a winner, then they'll catch it later. And
Yeah. Well, the whole idea of doing using the random picker, using the comments, is because they can comment on like next week's video. So then they'll automatically be entered into the coin giveaway. So we'll give a couple of the American Eagles away that way. So everybody who comments on the next couple of videos will be eligible. And then during the live stream, we'll also have another live for the people that are in the video, I guess.
And also, that will be a good time to ask any questions.
Yep,
that
questions
you
and
have.
answers.
We would love to answer them. And with that being said, I want to address one of the comments that was on. Put it on the camera.
On the
We did lose the calendar, but I fixed it with duct tape.
Oh,
they
yeah.
say duct tape fixes everything, so hopefully that'll hold it up.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know. And another thing, We had one viewer who was concerned about the hole that I have in this shirt right here. And he said I should invest in a new shirt, and I told him I'm saving up for it. But for the time being, I put some duct tape on there to cover that hole up. So that should get me through a couple more videos.
We know that this is probably all joking, but we don't wear anything good out here. As you can see, this shirt was bought in 2010 when my daughters were in high school. That's been a while ago. And so we save our good clothes for going to auctions. And we wear our scrubby clothes for out here.
Right, yeah.
And Gary gets used to a shirt. And even though I think it might be time to retire it, Gary's like, no, I like that one. I like the way it fits.
This one is very comfortable. I know it's got that big hole in it. And I have one just like this that has a big old bleach spot on it. So
that was my fault.
Yeah, I blame her.
It was, but
the good news, I didn't fire you.
But
I let you still clean my clothes.
But we both had a shirt like this. So when I spilled bleach on yours, I gave you mine, and you put a hole in it.
Yeah, right. All right. So let's reiterate. Okay, July 22nd at 6 p.m. we're going to be doing a live stream, and we're going to give away our giveaways, our coins. And we hope that you can join us at 6 p.m. on July 22nd. It's a Wednesday. That's the same day that our videos come out, at the same time that our videos come out on Wednesday. So thank you again for helping us to achieve the 5,000 subscribers. And I guess our next goal is going to be 10,000. Let's just jump right up to 10,000. We'll have to figure out what kind of a giveaway we can do for 10,000. But
somebody would like one of these.
Somebody, yeah, that'd be a nice gift.
We get a lot of comments on that. But we realized the shirt and the hole and all that was probably a joke.
Yeah.
So we were just addressing it. Not that it matters, but we thought it was funny. It made us laugh.
Yeah.
And I said, see, told you, you should get rid of that shirt.
Right, yeah. And then we get another comment, the crack I made against her trying to be funny, and I apologize for that because she's not funny. Well, somebody said in the comment section, reminding us that she is the funny one, and referring to me, Greg needs to make sure he is aware of that.
That made us laugh. And I've been calling him Greg since.
So we appreciate all the humor out there that we have, and all the, the serious questions.
All the well wishes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been overwhelming, and what could be such a difficult situation in my life, and Gary's too. You make it easier.
Yep.
And I
great.
thank you. So I read every single comment, and
She
Gary
does.
and
We both read them.
Yeah, and Gary and I both answer them.
But mostly her. She's really.
Yeah, because all I can do is sit in the house. I did get the okay that I can vacuum now.
Oh, yeah.
But I couldn't even vacuum at first.
Good, I'm tired. My arm's sore. No, but
better for worse. You
yep,
married
right.
me for better for worse.
Right, yep. So, okay, so let's get on to tearing this transformer down and getting this video put out.
I have to go back to the house and vacuum.
Yeah, I got to work out here.
I guess I'll see you at lunchtime, and I will see you guys as soon as I can.
Yep. See, when we're doing a video like this, we can edit anything out. But once we do a live stream, you're going to see who we really are. You might not like us so much. I don't know. I edit all the stuff out of, I always say or so I try to edit all that out.
But not the real stuff. You don't edit that. If we make a mistake, it goes in the video.
No, I'm just talking
just
about
when
the way we talk.
he says the same thing 3 times in a row. He'll edit 2 of them out. But we're not big.
Yeah, you'll see on the live stream.
That I don't want to have a problem talking live either.
No, she don't have a problem talking with anybody. You can see in the comments she has conversations with everybody in the comments. But I mean, we could be standing in the grocery store line waiting to check out, and she makes friends with the people behind us. And
that is a gift.
That's the gift of gab. Yeah, I definitely don't have that. She's our talker.
We both bought Tide, so we had something in common. So I found a way to start talking. And if they don't talk back, I leave them alone.
Yeah.
But if they say something and then the conversation goes back and forth, it's nice when you're waiting in line.
Yeah, yeah. All right, she used to be a cashier at a hardware store, and everybody in town knows her because she talked to everybody.
Everybody was my friend.
Everybody was her friend. All right, so let's get back with that 160 pounder and see if we can't, you know, what that's going to cost us, $16.50. Hopefully we can make that into, you know, $50 bill, maybe 100, who knows? The only way to find out is to start tearing it apart. All right.
Well, I'm going back in.
All right.
So thanks for listening to me.
All right.
Bye.
She'll come back out when we do the final weigh. All right, so this thing shouldn't be too difficult to take apart. Thinking I could probably break these things off, pull these nuts and washers and bolts out of here, separate it from this outer housing here. Let's just go ahead and try to do that. I thought that was just a wooden piece holding this on here. Apparently that's all copper. That's good. Get this stuff out of here. All right, so now we're left with just this. Let's see if we can grind down into this to see if it's copper. Yeah, you can see that. That's copper. All right, that's good. So now that we know that this is copper, the next thing is, you know, what's the best way to get that off of there? I try to avoid at all costs of grinding. I don't like to have the copper dust. So like using a grinder to grind all that, I mean, that's one way to do it, but you end up with all the dust, and I try to avoid that. The Sawzall makes a little bit of dust, but not as much as grinding. I'd rather be able to get these off all in just one piece and then unwind them. So I'm going to try to see if this plate is solid. You know, if this is like your E's that go together like this, then we'll probably have to just saw it in two. But I think these are aluminum sheet. These are aluminum sheets that's going through here. So I'm going to try to pound these out and see if we can't relieve some of the pressure on there. And then we got some good hunks of copper right here. All right, well, that's a nice piece of sheet of aluminum. Actually, this is extruded aluminum. Now that I look at it, extruded, that's even better. I think there's more on the other side. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, all right. Found those middle sections out of there. Nice hunk of copper right there. I'll get the paper cleaned up. So I moved these outside so I can bang them up a little bit and try to get all this dust and stuff out of here. My trash can right here. Try to keep the dust out of the shop. All right, so I figured the best way to tear this apart is just take my knife and go in between all these copper pieces, the way they're drawn together, and then pull it apart. That's the easiest way to get the paper off of it. So that's what I did. All right, so when you get these pieces broke down, they've got that coating on them. Easy way to get this off of here. Let me show you what I do here. I get my grinder out, and I just ground off one of the edges there, and then the paper should fall off. That paper just comes off. Now, I know I don't like grinding, but sometimes you have to. And there you go. You got you a nice piece of copper, nice clean copper. You'd think that would go as number one, but I guarantee you, they will not give me number one price for it. Anything that comes out of a transformer, they know by the looks of it where it comes from. But yeah, that looks like good number one stuff, but all right, this is the last bar that we got to strip down here. All right, shut that off. Pull that paper off. All right, there we go. Nice clean bar of copper. This is some thick stuff. Look at that. Look how wide that is. That's probably a good 1/2 inch wide and about 1/8 inch thick, 3/16. That's all we got right there down in our pile. So starting out, that was one of the easiest transformers I took apart. I mean, that thing pretty much fell apart, as you've seen. The hardest part was unwinding that. But I figured if I could get it unwound, it would be a lot easier to strip that paper off. I don't like those transformers that have that paper on it. I wish they'd just have just the resin. I'd be good with that, or the enamel, whatever you call it. All right, so that's all we got for this. Let's go ahead and weigh this up here. I'm gonna probably, as you can see, some of those are pretty long. I'm gonna probably bend those up a little bit, get them more manageable. And then we'll weigh it up and see what we got. See how our $16.15 investment went. All right, we are all done breaking that transformer down. We're gonna start off by weighing the shred to see what we got. This thing started out 165 pounds, paid $16.50 for it. We'll see how much money we're making. Zero out here. Okay. Bring some stuff around here to balance it. There we go. All right. See, we get 115 pounds. All right, we'll turn this one on here. We're zero. We'll weigh the aluminum here. It's an extruded aluminum, not very much. Maybe a pound, I don't know. A little more than a pound. All right, 2.7 pounds or 1.22 kilograms. Okay, that's a couple more bucks. All right, now for the copper. Now I got copper on both sides of that bucket there, so I'm gonna have to. We're at zero. And there we go. Check this out. 36.7 pounds of copper, or 16.64 kilograms. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so let's add up our numbers and see where we're at. Okay, here's our final numbers. The cost is $16.50 for that whole transformer. The shred that we had was 115 pounds at 9 cents, comes to $10.35. Extruded aluminum, we had 2.7 pounds at $1.20, comes to $3.24. And the number 2 copper. Look at all that copper. That's some nice shiny copper right there. 36.7 pounds at $5. I just went off of $5. That was the last price. It may have went down, it may have went up, I don't know, but we'll just go off of $5. And that comes to $183.50. Nice. For a grand total of $197.09. Now, I was looking at something here in the 115, the 2.7, and the 36.7. That was the weight. Started off at 165 pounds, and you'll add those up and you'll see that we're missing 10 pounds, or roughly. Is that 10 pounds worth of trash? All this paper that we took off them transformers. Okay, so there you have it. We have turned a nice profit on that transformer. That was a nice find in the dumpster. And some nice thick stuff. Like I said, this stuff is like a half-inch thick. And, what, maybe 3/8 of an inch thick? Pretty wide. Pretty good stuff right there. Anyhow, that's all we got for you today. We just want to remind you that our live stream is going to be coming up on the 22nd. Mark your calendars. 6 o'clock p.m., just like our regular time when we put out a video, 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. Instead of it being a video, we're going to do a live stream. We're going to give away our coins and some copper coins, and hopefully we can talk with people.
And answer questions if you have any. I know a lot of things come in through the comments, but it will be kind of easier if we can just say them.
Yeah, you just type them out on the computer, ask the question or whatever.
And then if it's okay, put in the comment so we can say your name, and then we'll say your question, and then we'll answer it on air.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds fun. I'm excited about it, to do a live broadcast. I hope we get a lot of people there. Not just 5 people show up, but hey, 5 people show up, each of you get a coin.
Yeah. We realize that people have lives, and you can't always be there, but we have to go when our daughters are able to help.
Yeah, that's another
So
thing.
we're kind of, and plus your job, you have to.
Yeah, my job has to come first. It doesn't seem right, but
Yeah.
just the way it is. I don't make the rules though. That's
Yeah,
all right. Okay, I guess that's all we got. So,
that's all we got. I came out here just to say goodbye.
yep.
I've been in the house all day, and Gary's been down here breaking this down.
Yep, this right here. What
Yeah.
do we got to do with this?
Take
Get
it
it
to
to
the
the scrap yard so we can get paid. All right. Thanks for watching our show.
Thanks.